Good morning, this is Tony Hayes again from Paranormal Investigation UK. Hope you're keeping safe with the current coronavirus epidemic. Difficult times for everybody. Right, today is the first of 5 videos I'm going to do today. The date's the 16th of October. This goes back to the first one, which is the 9th of October. This is continuation with the Chester case, which we've been around since May of this year. It's producing high levels of footage, audio, as well as video evidence, which is quite intriguing. Certainly as regard to the bangs and knocks that we're getting, and we've literally got hundreds of these. There's genuinely something unusual occurring with that. This is again the entry room, which is predominantly where the activities occurring. The main office, which we call it the main office, where the phenomenon first started, that's completely dried up. It's flatlined to zero, and it's completely moved into this empty office area. This one stated the 9th of October, the 9th being unusual, is a Friday. We lost the cameras predominantly Monday to Friday because the tenants are being shown around, potential tenants have been shown around the building, and I don't want these cameras being there and being in a situation where they've asked what they are. So they really go in Friday, like sometimes Saturday, just for a couple of days, but we're still getting evidence to capture. So we'll get straight into this. This is the one of the first one of the 5. I've already had a review of this, and I'm pretty confident that I know that it's got a rational explanation, but I wanted to cover it anyway. It's one of them where we almost put it into the negative folder, but I thought we'll just spend a few minutes with this, and I'll tell you why I've reached the conclusions that I have. Okay, so it's at 5 to 8 on a Friday night, not too late. We were being told that it was a 9 to 5 sort of building. That proved not to be the case. So we've got to consider 365 days of the year, 24 hours of the day. Don't just because it's not 9 to 5 that it's something else. That's certainly not been the case. So let's get straight into this. Also, I'm using on the right hand side as normal is a spectrum analyzer, just any frequencies that I'm interested in. As far as EQ, I'm on no increase of volume at all. It's flat and around 0, I'm not increasing the volume, mainly because I can see this big peak here, and that's quite loud. So let's see how we go. Yeah, I've got a good idea what this is. That's a bit strange. Okay. Right. If you listen carefully, you can see the frequency there. If that's a wrap, you would just get bang, one increase in volume, but there's a second one, much smaller. Listening to it, it sounds like a set of doors. I'm not saying it's the doors entering to this particular entry room, but one maybe below somewhere. A set of these double doors, the fire doors, and they have automatic closers. These spring or fluid within the mechanism, so if you just let the door go, it's supposed to go back slowly and softly, but they don't. They bang, and you get a second bang as it bounces back off the frame. And I'll just loop this. I'll also turn the volume back down a little bit because I've turned it up. Here, the second one. Let me take that down a bit more. Yeah. So that's what that is. It's also all bass frequency. It's just pure vibration. So there, the doors banging. Nothing paranormal at all with that, so we'll just let them go. What then is interesting is there's a series of other noises. Let's look at these here. You can just about see traces of sound. That's about there actually. Okay. What I think that is a car started up, and that's what we're hearing. It's quite a constant sound, so it's car starts up just on tick over. It may be a taxi. You know, end of the day, it's 8 o'clock at night, someone's would be working, being picked up, taxi or a partner, husband, wife, whoever, come down, pick them up. They're parked outside, car's running, bang, door closes. It's just ticking over as they're getting the car belting up. And I think, for me, this area here confirms it. Bit. Okay, hopefully you can hear that. I'll turn up a little bit. That's a car driving off. Okay. So if you take all three sounds in context, doors banging, okay, you distinctly hear the car ticking over there, followed by the car driving off. Not paranormal in the slightest. If you're listening on to that because this footage is set via to the cameras to a smartphone. If you're there with a smartphone, a little tiny speaker, and you're playing it, you may not hear the actual car or the car driving off. You would hear that bang, so you might think, oh, that's a rap. But when you analyse it, it's bass frequency. It's not what it would be in this 800 to 1000 rap, which we have got consistently in this building. And there's a second reflection that shows sound bouncing back, and you don't get that with a rap neither. So no problem about debunking this. Thought I'll spend a few minutes just running through this one. That be careful what you analyse it properly. I just didn't want to take a chance of just accept it's a car driving off. Just make sure, because sometimes you might just get an accidental capture. That may be what's triggered the CCTV, because that it was loud enough to trigger the CCTV camera in the first place. There might be something else that's captured by accident. So always review it all, and hope you find that helpful.